Am I the a-hole for not paying my sister's tuition anymore? I 24F have siblings 4F, 13F, and 19F, and they have lived with me for 5 years. And our mother is not mentally there. I didn't even know of my youngest sister's existence until she was 2, and a family member expressed concern for her. That is just to give you an idea of how unstable my mom is. My 19-year-old sister, let's call her Emmy, went to college in the fall. Financial aid had covered a really heavy fee, and it was left to me to cover about $6,000 after it, which didn't seem too bad considering how much university is without it, and I also agreed to give her $50 a month to sustain herself. I agreed to pay that money for my sister because, at the time, I really didn't want her taking out any loans. I didn't get the opportunity to go to college. I have been working since I was pretty young, and I had my siblings, so there was no way I could juggle a job that would sustain us and college. Now my sister called me a few days ago and asked for a $100 to go out with her friend. I said I don't have it. She got upset and said that the money I gave her was only enough for her sanitary supplies and she could barely eat out. She has a meal plan and a dorm. I told her for the 5th time to get a job. Guess what she told me after that? She told me I wanted to ruin her college experience because I am uneducated and didn't get the chance to go to college, so I am placing my anger on her because I am jealous of her. We even argued for a hot minute. She even asked me what I was spending my money on, and I asked her if she knew how much she knew it was to maintain our youngest sister. She said she was in school half the day. My younger sister is in daycare. Public school is free, daycare is not. I need to work, and in order for me to work, I have to pay an outrageous amount to leave her in a daycare. Now Emmy is somehow unaware of this and is acting like taking care of 3 of them is a financially easy task. Mind you, this is not the first time she is being selfish. I asked her to apply to be an RA so she could get free housing, but she didn't even attempt to apply. If she got rejected, I wouldn't be upset, but she did not even turn in an application. After arguing with her that what she said was selfish, I gave in and agreed with her. I told her I was so jealous that I was not going to pay for tuition ever again, and when she comes home, she can get a summer job to maintain herself or take out a loan. I don't know why I am working myself thin and exhausting myself for someone who doesn't even appreciate it. I told her I wasn't joking and was dead serious and hung up. She sent me some apologies after. Am I being an a-hole and cutting her off, or is she just a teenager and am being childish? She will still always have a place in my home. I am not leaving her homeless. Postscript. I understand that me taking in my sibling was my choice, but it wouldn't hurt to receive some thanks for the amount of work I do for them. Update. 12 days later. Some people have been asking for an update and I have talked to my sister and I actually feel bad because I painted her in a bad light, because I was upset with where our conversation was going and wanted a validating opinion. But after talking to her, she's home for the summer now. I realized how little she has, like $50 is what covers her hygiene products and school materials. And she really feels excluded from experiences and she just wanted to experience a fun night with her friends without worrying about money, and I think that pretty valid. I think we both overreacted. Anyways, me and my sister talked about finance. I explained to her where my money goes and also made it clear that I think we should get a loan for what she has to pay next year. This is not to punish her, but I chatted with someone on here and I realized how dangerous it was for me to have nothing saved up. I used all my saving on her tuition, so I'm just not in the best position to give right now. I can't be living paycheck to paycheck when I'm a guardian of 2 other people, you know. I am gonna ask a family member first if they can loan it to us, but if not we will just have to do it the official way. But I do believe that she is gonna receive a refund next semester, but we still have to think of living accommodations and groceries. I am not gonna show her this post because a lot of you weren't really nice with your delivery and went as far as to compare her to my mom, which for us is the most hurtful thing you can say. She gonna work this summer. She said she couldn't work in school because of her schedule and how spread out her classes are. I also called my friend that a graduate to talk to my sister about school resources because I really don't know much about that stuff. As for me, I'm doing okay, like I was gonna do a CNA program because it's free, but I think I'm gonna save for an EMT program instead. I don't think the pay is much different from what I'm doing now, but I assume that for a job like that there are benefits like insurance, plus it's more noble, I guess. Kind of scared because I wasn't the smartest in school, but the only requirement was a diploma, so wish me luck. A lot of people were saying I should think about myself. I have goals for myself and just taking my time.